Good afternoon and welcome to Brock's 111th Convocation ceremonies and our return to in-person convocation. We're so glad you're here. The applause, save your applause, the grads are coming. Just a reminder to please turn off the volume on your cell phones for the duration of the ceremony and also keep your masks on. I also ask that you remain seated as the graduates enter the gymnasium. Now please rise at the sounding of the fanfare for the academic and chancellor's procession as they enter the gymnasium.
Please be seated. I declare the 111th Convocation for the conferring of degrees and certificates in session. Chancellor Pearson, Dr. Wells, platform guests, graduating students, parents, and friends. Welcome to Brock University's Spring Convocation, a time of celebration for our students, families, and friends. On behalf of the Brock community, we begin this gathering by acknowledging the land on which we gather is the traditional territory of the Haudenosaunee and Anishinaabe peoples, many of whom continue to live and work here today. This territory is covered by the Upper Canada Treaties and is within the land protected by the Dish with One Spoon Wampum Agreement. Today, this gathering place is home to many First Nations, Métis, and Inuit peoples, and acknowledging reminds us that our great standard of living is directly related to the resources and friendship of Indigenous people. As a brief reminder, please ensure your masks stay on at all times while on campus today. We will also be refraining from handshaking on the platform, but you may wish to watch for gestures and words of congratulations as our graduates make their way across the stage. It is my pleasure this afternoon to introduce from the Chancellor's procession, Dr. Honorary Pearson, Chancellor of Brock University, Dr. Lynn Wells, Provost, Vice Chancellor, and President of Brock University, Elder Dave LeBay, Innu Nation, Ms. Christine Carpenter-Cleland, Mace Bearer and Brock University Senate. Mr. Bob Davis, Honorary Doctorate recipient and our guest to deliver the Convocation address. Dr. Brian Power, Associate Vice President, Academic. Dr. Lauren Adams, our guest to present the Honorary Doctorate. Dr. Tim Kenyon, Vice President, Research. Ms. Ann McCourt, Brock University Board of Trustees. Dr. Mark Robertson, University Librarian. Ms. Allie Hughes, Brock University Alumni Association. And Dr. Peter Titus, Dean, Faculty of Applied Health Sciences. Joining them on stage are university senators, faculty, staff, and student representatives from across the university. I would ask them to please also stand together and be recognized with their colleagues. Please be seated. I now invite Chancellor Pearson to deliver words of welcome.
Good afternoon. Friends, families, honored guests, and Brock University graduates, I am pleased to welcome you all to this day of Convocation. I am truly glad to be here on campus, in person, celebrating with you on this special occasion. Graduates, I want to start by congratulating every one of you. You already know that today is a milestone in your life. This is a very important event for you and for all who have supported you in your journey to this day. It's also memorable because after more than 2 years of pandemic-related disruption and uncertainty, we feel even more joy and relief in coming together to celebrate your significant achievements. Earning a university degree is challenging at any time, but you, the class of 2022, overcame some of the most difficult circumstances that our university has seen in generations. The closure of campus, including the residences for a period, the transition to online learning, and the stress of not knowing when it would end or if we could get back to normal. Brock students and their families adapted with resilience, with tenacity, and with perseverance. I am certain that you will look back on the adversity that you faced during this time and recognize that the situation you faced with such determination will have had a positive aspect in preparing you for your postgraduate lives. Your families, your friends, and other supporters were also important in getting you successfully to this day. Many have acted as mentors, as advisors, as coaches. They have been shoulders to lean on, I am sure, for many of you. I thank them for their commitment, and I share in their admiration for you. Brock is a tight-knit community full of people who want you to succeed. The faculty and staff have worked very hard to give you the knowledge and skills that will serve you well as you move forward into your lives. I want to thank them, too, for their extraordinary efforts through the uncertain conditions of these pandemic years to offer you the best possible education. Brock is an institution founded on the support and generosity of the Niagara community. This community advocated in the 1950s for the region to have its own university. It raised funds in the 1960s for the first buildings to go up here. That generosity continues to this day. Just 2 weeks ago, we celebrated a transformative gift made to the university this year by the Haj Ahmad family. Dr. Haj Ahmad, who's a former professor at Brock, and his family are contributing to the expansion of the university and to a next generation of Brock students with a gift to the new engineering program. Our donors and our community partners are our invaluable supporters. Nearly all of Brock's courses include the opportunity for hands-on experiential learning, often in collaboration with organizations in the community. These kinds of opportunities augment our exceptional in-class education and help students to develop their full potential. This wouldn't be possible without individuals who recognize the value of working with Brock and with our students. To everyone we have collaborated with this year, thank you so much for your support. Graduates, you're entering the world at a complicated time. We are living in a period of rapid change. Today's world is very different than it was even 2 decades ago. Yet you will be well prepared to take on the opportunities that I am sure will be presented to you. The education you received and the relationships that you've built here at Brock will serve you well, as will the values that we hold strongly at this university: integrity, respect, inclusivity, innovation, stewardship, and reconciliation. I conclude by sharing with you the advice of the wonderful writer Maya Angelou. Pursue the things that you love doing, and then do them so well that people can't take their eyes off you. Graduates, congratulations on everything you've achieved, and warm wishes for your future success. Thank you.
It's my pleasure to introduce Anne McCourt, who will present the Board of Trustees' Spirit of Brock Medal. Anne is a member of the Brock University Board of Trustees and is the Senior Vice President of Dealer Relations at Canadian Tire. She has served on the board since 2018 and currently serves as the Chair of the Human Resources Committee. Please join me in welcoming Anne McCourt.
President Wells, Chancellor Pearson, honored guests, faculty, staff, and graduates. The Board of Trustees recognizes the commitment, dedication, and sacrifice that it takes to become a graduate of Brock University. We take great pride in your achievements and share with you and your family in the celebration of your success. As part of this celebration, the Board of Trustees created a unique award in order to pay tribute to the outstanding achievements and contributions of graduating students. During this convocation ceremony, the Board of Trustees' Spirit of Brock Medal will be awarded to an undergraduate student who best exemplifies the spirit of Sir Isaac Brock, a student who demonstrates one or more of the qualities of leadership, courage, innovation, inspiration, and community involvement that have been recommended to receive the award by their faculty dean. Today, I have the honor to present the Board of Trustees' Spirit of Brock Medal to Faculty of Applied Health Sciences undergraduate student, Natalie Hamill. Natalie, please come forward to receive your award. Sure. Congratulations. Get this on right, so these sides out.
Thank you.
Good afternoon.
Family, friends, honored guests, and graduates, welcome to a day I know you've been looking forward to for a very long time. Today, we celebrate your years of hard work and dedication. You've reached the finish line after clearing the hurdles of late-night study sessions, writing essays, experimenting in labs, and taking exams in these very gyms. As Chancellor Pearson noted, you've come a long way to get here, but as Badgers tend to do, you persevered and you made it. Brock students, you may know, have a long history of facing down adversity and persevering through challenging circumstances. Page is stuck. There we go. In fact, Brock's first class of 127 students spent their first years learning not in a lecture hall, but in a refurbished refrigeration factory at the foot of the Niagara Escarpment. Like that first class of Silver Badgers, as they came to be known, you too adapted to what the world threw at you. I know that taking classes in your bedroom or at the dining room table wasn't always easy. We all would have much preferred the classroom over the kitchen. But you carried on, and here you are, a testament to the fortitude necessary to have earned, and I truly mean earned, a degree during the COVID-19 pandemic. I should note that your time at Brock was remarkable for reasons other than the pandemic. These last few years have been exciting ones for our institution, which continues to evolve and grow in ways those Silver Badgers probably never would have imagined. Brock continues to be recognized for its excellent student experience, being ranked among the best in the country. And for 4 straight years, Brock has been ranked #1 in Canada for its mental health supports, something we should all take great pride in. We have continued to grow significantly our research enterprise and funding, and Brock is now home to 14 Canada Research Chairs, nationally recognized researchers working in fields as diverse as cognitive neuroscience and plant biotechnology to muscle health and youth mental health. The Brock Badgers varsity teams often give us reasons to smile, but this year we got to cheer them on to what was an unprecedented year in Badger history, with 10 teams competing in their respective national championships. The most successful season in Brock sports history is one we won't soon forget. In 2021, we opened the brand new 15,500 square foot Zone Fitness Center, which, if I may say, might be just the best university fitness center in the country. And we continue our preparations to help host the Niagara 2022 Canada Summer Games this August, a legacy of which will be the fantastic facilities located right here on our campus, available to future Brock students. Of course, your own faculty has had much to celebrate recently, including unprecedented growth in nursing, research funding from the Canadian Space Agency, and an innovative new partnership between the Brock Niagara Centre for Health and Wellbeing and the Toronto-Dominion Bank, which will help to improve the physical and mental well-being of Niagara seniors. Yes, there's much to be proud of at Brock, and as a new member of the alumni family, I hope you'll carry that pride with you wherever life takes you. And of course, I hope life brings you back to campus from time to time, because no matter where you go and no matter what you do, you will always be a Badger. Graduates, today is a day of joy and excitement. You should feel immense pride in all that you have accomplished. And while I know there's lots happening today, I do hope you'll take a few minutes to pause and reflect on the significance of what you have achieved. Many of you are heading off to work, starting what I hope will be long, fulfilling careers. Others may be pursuing further education. Others may be taking some time to decide what the next steps in life will be. Regardless of where you're headed after today, I encourage you to always remember that you're part of a wonderful, diverse community of people here at Brock. The relationships you've made here will last a lifetime and will help you to navigate life's twists and turns. Today, you join more than 113,000 Brock University alumni all around the world who remain strongly connected to their university in a variety of ways, as I hope you will too. Graduates, I wish you the best of luck as you enter this new chapter in your life. Congratulations.
It is now my pleasure to call upon Dr. Lorne Adams, Professor of Kinesiology, who will present our honorary doctorate this afternoon.
Thank you. Madam Chancellor, Madam President, honored guests, graduands. I am extremely pleased to present Bob Davis to you to receive an honorary doctorate. It's a man I've known for over 45 years. I am honored to be here. I've respected him and admired him throughout his career. Over that time, Bob has become synonymous with Brock athletics. By his own admission, no one has attended more games at Brock than Bob Davis. The number stands somewhere around 1,500. If there was a Guinness World Book of Records for attendance, I'm sure Bob would receive it. Over that time attending these games, he was always accompanied by his wife, Susie, and it's a family connection because his daughters Barb and Jody both attended here. Barb ended up being the registrar, and Jody ended up helping me coach the women's water polo team. Also over that time, Bob has attained a certain amount of celebrity. I can't tell you the number of times that I've overheard a student say, "I just met the Bob Davis." You know, the Bob Davis, the gym. And just at the basketball game a little while ago, when we were sitting watching the basketball game, a student came and sat just up behind me and said to his friend, "Is that Bob Davis?" "Yes." And he went and introduced himself, and Bob, as always, was gracious. I first met Bob in July of 1974 during my interview here. After a mostly conversational interview with Dr. Arnie Lowenberger, some of you will recognize that name, having lived in the residence that's named after him, Bob joined the process. It changed the atmosphere substantially. Direct, to the point, serious, no nonsense, prepared. Obviously, he had read the application carefully, and he was very meticulous in terms of his questioning. In fact, it was pretty darn intimidating. It took quite a while to find out that the man actually had a sense of humor, something that students were unsure of. Bob would delight in telling me about some smart comment that he would throw into a lecture, and the students were never really sure whether it was okay to laugh or not. You might also not know that Bob almost drowned here with his sense of humor, telling me a joke after a run in the shower room. He swallowed enough water that I thought I was going to have to do CPR. Prior to Brock, Bob got his degrees, Bachelor of Science and Master of Science at the University of Oregon. He taught in Assiniboia for a year, was the Director of Physical Education in Estevan, and was the Athletic Director at Luther College in Regina, and also coached football, basketball, baseball, and track. When Dr. Lowenberger was charged with the responsibility to create a physical education degree in an athletics program, the first person he thought of and hired was Bob Davis. In Arnie's own words, he hired Bob because Luther College had the best administered athletic program in Saskatchewan. So the family picked up, moved to St. Catharines, and Bob officially started on July 1, 1968. He had two important missions. One, obviously, was the development of an athletics program. The other was to help design, create a physical education degree program, which is evolved now to become one of the largest faculties at Brock University. Aside from his athletic directory duty, there's an exam. Aside from his athletic director duties, Bob taught both Phys Ed 190, Introduction to Phys Ed, and Phys Ed 204, Anatomy. But it wasn't like the anatomy course you took. We didn't have a cadaver lab. We didn't have holographic images that showed the layering of muscles. We started with one skeleton, a real one, and we ended up with two plastic ones as well. Being the innovative teacher that he was, and without the benefit of a cadaver lab, Bob used athletic therapy tape to carefully put the muscles on the skeleton from origin to insertion and label them. And of course, if your parents are in the audience, you will know that he was also known as Basic Bob. Basically, this is what this muscle does. So the white athletic tape became a hallmark, but it added a new dimension to getting stuck on a question on an exam. I just ran into a student at a wedding on the weekend, and his fondest memory was the hardest exams in 204 that he ever had. Not only did he have to deal with the tape, but in fact, Bob penalized you for guessing so that you subtracted the wrong from the right. You could actually end up with a negative number on your test. So you don't end up with an F, you end up with a Z. The other thing that Bob may or may not be aware of is that every once in a while, the skeleton, which the students named Bob, would sometimes disappear shortly after midterms and right the night before November 1. Yeah. I know a couple of students tried to give it a couple of drinks, but it went right through them. If your parents are here and they know about that disappearance and they try to deny it, the harder they deny, the more they know. 1991-92 was a very proud moment for Bob. It was when we won our first national championship. Actually, we won 2 in the same year, basketball and wrestling. We now have 50 national championships and 92 Ontario championships. In 1999, Bob stepped down as AD, but maintained contact with all of the other ADs that were in service at the time. And true to his organizational skills, those gentlemen formed the League of Gentlemen, and they met twice a year, ostensibly to golf and reminisce. Bob retired in 2001. He's a member of the St. Catharines Sports Hall of Fame in 2002, the Brock Sports Hall of Fame in 2005, and in January of 2003 was a pretty big day in his life. Previously, the gym had been named after our most famous integer, 1. The other gym was named after our next most famous integer, 2. So gym 1, gym 2. On that occasion, the name was officially changed to the Bob Davis Gym. And it was an honor like the one today that he is about to receive that is richly deserved. As a graduating class, there's a lot you can learn from Bob Davis. Humility. Meeting with him to try and pull this little talk together is like trying to hunt geese with a rake. The man will not talk about himself. Integrity. In an age where transparency and accountability are in short supply, integrity was and is the hallmark of his career. The value of vision, hard work, and organization. No challenge is too much. If you start something, finish it, and finish it well. Respect. People forget what you say, forget what you do, but they always remember how you were treated. And Bob treated everyone with respect. Commitment. Bob is still attending Brock University sports events, and as by his own admission, has probably attended more than anybody else. The awarding of an honorary degree states in part, Brock University grants an honorary degree to individuals whom it recognizes as having an established record of distinguished achievement and remarkable service, and whose acceptance of the honor would bring acclaim to the university. Bob Davis is synonymous with Brock Athletics and Brock University. Dr. Arnie Lowenberger summed Bob's career up best, and I quote, Initially, I dreamed the dream, but it was Bob Davis that made it happen. Madam Chancellor, Madam President, honored guests, I am pleased, honored to present a friend, a colleague, a mentor, a founding member and pioneer, Robert Davis, to receive at your hands the degree honoris causa.
could you first. So. Robert Davis, I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa, and I grant you all the rights, privileges, and insignia appertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Madam Chancellor, Interim President Wells, distinguished classroom guests, graduating students, family, and friends, I would like to thank Lauren Adams, Dr. Lauren Adams, for his kind words. As he said, we go back a number of years, so he knows the inside, he knows the good side and the bad side, and we were great hockey buddies. The president of the university in 2001, when I retired from the athletic department, David Atkinson appointed Lauren as the director of athletics because of his distinguished career in the academic area, but also the very fact that he was very committed to the same goal that I was trying to establish in the Department of Athletics and the programs that were operating at that particular time. For those of you graduating, I don't expect that when you entered 1 or 2 years ago that you would go through the situation that occurred with all of the COVID and all of the, pivoting that was going on and all of the challenges it presented. And you should be extremely proud of your academic achievements, and because the challenges you faced were certainly unique, but you were able to overcome them. There's no question in that because you're sitting here today. The Faculty of Applied Health Science, as I've been given to know, includes approximately 5,000 students. It's made up of a number of sections with the physical education, health studies, recreation and leisure, kinesiology, and sport management. Many of those departments actually have 1,000 enrollments. Looking back to my time in physical education, I never envisioned that serious total of enrollment, but it certainly comes with the quality of the program and the fact that the institution enrollment has grown and grown and grown. As Lauren indicated, Dr. Arnie Lowenberger was hired to initiate a physical education program and design the facilities that were necessary to carry out that program. That occurred in 1967, and 1 year later, I was hired to look after the athletic side of that particular program. This faculty opened in 1973. If you think about 1973, obviously that's a time period that was before you were born, for the majority of you. Yeah. And it was christened in the fall convocation of that particular year, and the ribbon was cut by the hockey player Dan Magida, who actually, in order to cut the ribbon, they put a goal down on the floor and put some tape across the front of it, and he was supposed to shoot a puck and hit the net and cut the tape. He shot the first shot right over top of the net, and he missed the goal. For a professional hockey player, that's a no-no. The gymnasium was the pool was added basically 7 years ago. After that, in about 1980, the swimming pool was also opened. The one thing that is of interest is, at that particular time, the physical education center with 2 large gymnasiums was the largest gathering area on the campus. So events like Convocation were held there. Brock University Open House was held in the gyms. We had many larger events going on in the gym that were not athletically related. So one of the things of concern was the floor of the facility, and the decision was made at that time that they would put in a tartan floor, which is a rubber floor, which is about 1.5 centimeters thick, and it's glued down on a concrete surface, and it doesn't require any protection for a non-athletic event. However, it became compressed over a period of time, and for volleyball players and basketball players, it became an issue related to athletic injuries. But it was about 1980 when eventually the floors were converted to wood. And you will notice in this particular facility, there has to be a covering on the floor because it's a wood floor. So if it's in the other gyms, it also would have to be covered because of the nature of the wood. The one thing about the large gathering was that the students that didn't have a student union of any size, so if they wanted to have any sort of a pub night, it ended up in the gym. So every Thursday night in the gym too, there was a student union pub night. And those of you who have attended pub nights anywhere know what's involved in pub nights. And the people who ended up teaching in that gymnasium on Friday morning had the odors of all the beer in the air. They also had this sticky garden floor, all because they couldn't get it cleaned. And what was going on in there was educational gymnastics, so it presented a very dangerous situation on Friday mornings. Professors had to be very careful what they planned in their Friday morning activity courses at that particular facility. In 1973, we welcomed our very first class into this at 190, which Arnie and I taught. And over time, with new faculty arriving and the program advancing in physical education, and new deans arrived because eventually Arnie retired in 2011. The programs that were offered besides physical education were recreation and leisure studies, health studies, health sciences, sport management, nursing, and kinesiology, which now fall under the auspices of the Faculty of Applied Health Science. In the early years, starting in the opening in 1964, there's no question that students arriving on campus, some of them had some interest in athletics because they played high school sport, and they expected when they arrived at Brock that they would continue. But what happened was there was not anything organized, so a group of students decided to start their own athletic programs, and they opened a number of clubs, and there was an original, what they would call an original six clubs. They included a hockey team, a fencing program, a basketball team, curling, rowing, and bowling. Those were the official organized sports. And what did they do for competition? Well, they played against some high schools, or they went played the men, the senior men's hockey league that existed in the area, or they joined the club at the local bowling alley, or went into the curling rink, which was on Ontario Street. So then the basketball team played at Meriton High School, so they found their own competition. So, in addition, there were 3 intramural programs: basketball, touch football, and golf were organized, and once or twice a year the touch football functioned during the fall. The golf was a one-tournament type of an event, and the basketball went on in an elementary school gymnasium, Oak Ridge School, Lady Churchill School, wherever they could find a gym that would allow them in the door. And then the next thing after my arrival, it was very necessary to find an association of universities to compete. So in 1967, a number of what you might call the emerging universities, such as Windsor, Waterloo Lutheran, which became Laurier, Laurentian University, York, Trent, and Brock formed a league to govern the play of inter-universities board, establish the rules and direction under which you would play, and give you an area which you could qualify for the Canadian University Championships. On the opposite side, there were still a number of universities that had their own association. The big traditional universities existed in the OUA. So McMaster, Guelph, Toronto, Ottawa, Carleton, Guelph, those institutions absorbed the other group, so we now had a league availability of 15 universities. Certainly there's no comparison in size when you look at Brock. The enrollment in the university at that time might have been, when we joined, may have been 7,000 students, and we're competing against UT and Aussie or whatever else it may be. The one thing that happened though is the students started the athletic programs, but as they became more organized, it was the tradition to provide the student clubs and the student teams that developed with coaches. Unfortunately, when you're dealing with a staff of 2 people, we're not going to be coaching all of these activities, so volunteer coaches were required, and the volunteer coaches came from many areas. In fact, a number of them in the early 70s. We had a biology professor, we had a geography professor, we had a Germanic and languages professor, we had the class blower that worked at the university, we had the head of the technical services at the university, we had the guy who ran the media center. They were all volunteer coaches. In fact, Lauren, as a faculty member, ended up being a volunteer coach of the hockey team for about 4 years, and he also did the same thing in water polo. But as the remaining coaches would have had to come from the community, and there were a lot of people who were certainly interested. So now we're starting to move into a period of time when there's no longer 6 teams or 6 clubs. There are now 35 varsity programs. There are 8 club programs, and there are head coaches in each of those programs. Originally starting out as volunteers, and it wasn't until about 1980 when we were able to start hiring some number of selected coaches in various areas of athletics. So at the moment there are about 9 full-time coaches with the program. So you think of 35 teams, 9 full-time coaches. That's not a lot with full-time coaches. There's 43 assistant coaches, and then every one of those teams probably has another assistant coach to their head coach. So there's another 40 or 50 people involved in the coaching. One thing that occurred with the growth of the physical education program, the growth of intramural program, was the fact that the original facility, the 2 gymnasiums, were not suitable to handle the growth. The physical education program dominated both gymnasiums from 9 in the morning until 4 o'clock in the afternoon. The varsity teams dominated both gymnasiums from 4 o'clock until 7 o'clock. And at 7 o'clock to whatever time the building would be open for the intramurals. Convocation would no longer fit into Gym 1, and Convocation would eventually have had to gone off campus. One thing that became very clear as well is we've been talking about the organized athletes, the organized teams, and everything else, but people forget about the average student. And the director of campus recreation at that time, Karen McAllister, pointed out very clearly and lobbied very much for a place for the average student to go and do whatever they wanted, throw a frisbee, play some badminton, dribble a basketball, pick up a game of volleyball. There was no place to do that. And the president of Atkinson wanted a facility that Convocation could be held in. And this is the result. You're looking at the embedded gymnasium, which certainly fulfills the need for space. And as you'll see, there are 4 different gymnasiums in this area, so you can section them off, and any student, when you walk by any time of the day, there's somebody in here on their own personal time doing something that they really enjoy doing. So the situation was remedied. At the same time, Karen had a referendum with the student organized that resulted in the addition of the zone. And anybody who's been in this area and has never been in the zone, you should take a look. It has a marvelous weight facility, and it has been expanded within the last couple of years, and it's a busy place. The next facility that was necessary was the artificial field. So once again, we get into a referendum directed by Karen McAllister for an artificial outdoor field, which is behind this building with lights. So it is open to anybody when there isn't an organized game or an organized practice. So the lacrosse team plays on the field, or the rugby team plays on the field, and we still have the regular turf field that's available. But the artificial with lights certainly takes up a lot of space. I've been by that field in the evening a number of times. The lights have been on. The lights have been on at 11 o'clock at night, and there's a few people out there just kicking the ball around. You'll have to excuse me, I need a drink. Without these increases in the athletics area, there was no question that the athletic injuries began to rise. So the small, mediocre athletics clinic that was in the physical education center on the lower floor no longer was suitable. So Joe Kenny, with his Jimmy and Karen Miller, they boarded directly across the road. There is Harrison Hall, which has an athletic center for all of athletic injuries, and also is the student of the center. One of the things that's arisen from the Athletic Injury Center is that they have now a large group of students, probably this year at least 45 to 50 students. Time for a change. I guess they're all that bad with you. Students will have the opportunity to become an athletic therapist or become a major sport contributor. I enjoyed my 33 years at Brock. I must admit, it was not a 9-to-5 job, and my connection still remains very strong. COVID may have affected you in your education, but certainly COVID affected me and my wife because we're no longer able to come and watch the basketball games, talk to the students, go to the seniors fitness program, where probably some of you are employed. I know that the athletic center intramurals certainly offer the opportunity for employment of students as well. And at this point, I would like to wish you a very very successful year coming up. All the best to each and every one of you. I would say one last thing. I just handed this piece of paper that says up to 900 varsity athletes on Brock. I live 900 varsity athletes, 1/3 of them had an academic average of over 80%.
You're very welcome. Great. Thank you, Dr. Bob Davis. Will the candidates for the various degrees and certificates please rise? With the degrees and certificates about to be conferred upon you, there comes a certain expectation that you will continue sincerely in the pursuit of learning and truth, and that, as far as in you lies, you will promote the interests and welfare of your university. Do you acknowledge this expectation? Madam Chancellor, as the candidates have acknowledged the responsibilities that accompany their degrees and certificates, and as they have successfully completed the courses of study prescribed by Senate, I would ask that you admit them to their several degrees and certificates.
I admit you. Please be seated.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present these candidates to receive.
Hello again. Ready to rock? Ready to rock.
Great. This time for sure. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present these candidates to receive a Bachelor of Kinesiology honors and a Bachelor of Kinesiology.
Lucas Anthony Assetti. Brenna Claire Hannah Allure. Elise Andrews. Alyssa Vera Bell with first class standing. Allison Jocelyn Biamonte with first class standing. Grace Margaret Blemauer with first class standing. Sarah Catherine Faye Brady. William Campbell Brierley. Matthew Devin Brideau. Owen Michael Lionel Brophy. Andrew Frank Brotzner. Abigail Lynn Burdett with first class standing. Christina Rosa Josephine Capoletti with first class standing. Miranda Lee Charlebois with first class standing. Cameron Allen Cherwaco. Cassandra Marianne Copelli. Michael James Coyle. Michaela Lillian Miyoko Dalipe. Brooke Sarah Demeto. Erica Jo Lynn Darling. Nicole Marlene Desital. Jenny Duong with first class standing. Nicholas Eck. Grace Angeline Edwards. Lloyd Angelo Eversley. Megan Leanna Fahey with first class standing. Simona Fanuzzi. Nicole Fagelman. Julia Ferrucci. Simone Fortuna with first class standing. Allison Elizabeth Fraser. Annie Zulun Gao with first class standing. Kelsey Ann Gingras. Matthew Kenneth Gonchero. Livia Gupko. David Raymond Hall. Caitlin Marie Holler with first class standing. Madison Riley Hanowich with first class standing. Cassidy Iris Roseanne Hellam. Hannah Victoria Nicole Hesch. Faith Isabel Hill. Jennifer Lila Hillier. Renee Mackenzie Hill with first class standing. Madeline Kathleen Hingston. Alexandra Marie Hutchinson. Nicole Elizabeth Insalaco. Oliver Wilfred Intengen with first class standing. Montana Holly Johnston. Zachary Cunnick Jones. Dawson Brett Kays with first class standing. Caitlin Victoria Kennedy. Selena Mickey Cadane with first class standing. Brandon Maxwell Kinsella. Marissa Marie Koitsis. Alana Dimitra Kotsopoulos. Tamara Dora Kreitzer with first class standing. Natasha Corrine Kulig with first class standing. Stephen Lamb. Carly Marie Lavier Trimble with first class standing. Caitlin Marie Leffler. Nicholas Percy Lemieux. Carter Bryant George LaRue. Nicholas Kenneth Likens with first class standing. David V. Loiacono. Kirsten Lovegrove. Christopher Michael Macarone with first class standing. Maggie McInnes. Alexander James McNeil. Arun Krishan Mesheran. Jasmine Mangett. Shaylin Norina MacArthur with first class standing. Melissa Victoria McCall. Nigel Wade Michael McHugh. Tatum Phyllis McLean with first class standing. Emily Marie McCoyd. Nivindu Mendes. Jaden Matad with first class standing. Sophia Marie Milanetti. Elisa Adele Mongilo. Tyler Lewis Nance Cavell. Alexis Dawn Napper with first class standing. Martin Naumofsky with first class standing. Sarah Christie Wee. Tyler Michael Edison Peach with first class standing. Daniela Raichevich. Somoku Rajesh. Claire Elizabeth Pavlov Randall with first class standing. Gordon Cole Restivo with first class standing. Melanie Lois Christine Schlehan. Sarah Victoria Schulten with first class standing. Sabrina Marie Schuett with first class standing. Daniela Cabral Skirto with first class standing. Ayushi Shah. Alicia Renee Syracusa. Sophie Charlotte Smith with first class standing. Zaisha Lorraine Solomon with first class standing. Nicholas Peter Spiritus with first class standing. Allison Lynn Stinson. Lucas Matthew Stish. Bailey Nicole Taminga with first class standing. Michaela Torquia. Brandon Michael Underhill. Shayna Ali June Van Beelen. Jessica Lee Vixna with first class standing. Clara Nicole Walker with first class standing. Andrew William George Whitaker. Bryn Williams with first class standing. Emma Winder. Dunya Yari. Dahora Yoon with first class standing. Brent James Young with first class standing. Umar Yusufi. Rachel Lee Zeliznak.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present these candidates to receive a Bachelor of Physical Education Honors and a Bachelor of Physical Education with Major.
Babar Awan. Neelima Basra. Mark Andre Castellanes. Malik Tafari Gardner. Alexander Daniel Giuliani. Sierra Noel Manzel. Jerome McLean Jr. Jacob Michael Underwood. Amber Lynn Abbott. Rachel Xiao Xiao Brown.
Yes, I do.
David Alexander Corcoran. Andrea Christini. Cassidy Joanne Crosby.
So good, that's any names.
Just go there. Go ahead.
Tyler Brian Davies. Amelia Davis with first class standing.
Last name's DeSantos.
Noah Ryan Joseph DeSantos. Ryan Jeffrey Dykstra. James Thomas Fraser. Jacelyn Hopkins.
Luigi Isaacson. Yeah.
Benjamin Luigi Isaacson.
Sloan on the last name.
Sydney Alexandra Sloan with first class standing. Mia Lucy Sora with first class standing.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present these candidates to receive a Bachelor of Recreation and Leisure Studies honors, Bachelor of Recreation and Leisure Studies with major, and Bachelor of Recreation and Leisure Studies 3-year.
Samuel John Fairbairn. Emerson Duff Giles. Jacob Stevenson.
You're going to get your name in your moment right now. Congratulations. Go ahead.
Megan Mackenzie Bernard. Natalie Beth Coots with first class standing. Natalie Lauren DeZamba with first class standing. Lauren Andrea Hackle. Melanie Rose Walker with first class standing. Kaylee Madonna Christine Webster. Jennifer Elizabeth Wubbs with first class standing. Brenna Marie Dorosh. Bailey Margaret Gallinger. Avery Gail Hendry. Paige Madison Howe. Alana Norris. Emma Kathleen Rideout. Megan Rose Johnston with distinction.
Laura Mel, Monique Marie Mateo. Laura Mel.
Laura Mel Monique Marie Mateo with distinction.
Thank you, that's it.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present these candidates to receive a Bachelor of Science honors and a Bachelor of Science with major.
Do
There you go. No problem.
Genevieve Rose Agro with first class standing. Catherine Erica Allen with first class standing. Lucas James Antonio. Megan Elizabeth Bellissimo. Adrian Boutramas. Brooke Madison Cuthbert with first class standing. Gabriel Dupete with first class standing. Ryan Allen Gibson. Madeline Emma Harrigan with first class standing. Lucas Pasquale Melchiori with first class standing. Owen Nadeau, first class standing. Robert John O'Halloran with first class standing. Sydney Berlin Williams with first class standing.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present these candidates to receive a Bachelor of Sport Management Honors and a Bachelor of Sport Management with Major.
Kylie Elisa Sirocco. Marina Ahmad Yaqub. Sam Allen with first class standing. Justin Lorenzo Altamar. Connor Ambrosio. Ajat Amudong. Isaac Anderchuk. Brianna Cecile Arnold. Brady Cameron Ash. Adoigan? Adoigan or Adoigan? Orhan Adoigan. Alexandra Victoria Azzopardi with first class standing. Ryan Anthony Bader with first class standing. Jacob Matthew Aaron Barker with first class standing. Jake Andrew Bernhardt. Maverick Rain Blackmere Hughes. Ethan Louis Bombino. Aiden David Boos.
Jigwell Boyle.
Kieran Boyle with first class standing. Emmett Seamus Britton with first class standing. Connor Thomas Brown. Sean Everett Byron with first class standing. Marco Cayella. Owen John Campanero. Andrew Russell Cascanet. Alexander Victor Causey. Carl Andrew Chunta. Matthew Christopher Chioffi. Aaron Lauren Tanner Clark with first class standing.
Here you go, Stephanie.
Congratulations.
Thanks, Stephanie.
Harrison Lewis Cohen. Zadie Kalaku. Kieran Reese David Cordy with first class standing. Jason Patrick Corey with first class standing. Kyle William Courts with first class standing. Reed Alistair Henry Cully with first class standing. Claire Christine Cunningham with first class standing.
The last name is DeConing Kohler.
Connor William DeConing Kohler with first class standing.
Here you go, Stephanie.
Thank you. Amrit Manoj Darmwani. Joseph Clayton Dick with first class standing. Adam Paul Douglas with first class standing. Rogan Patrick Doyle. Xavier Drummond. Melissa Duda with first class standing. Sarah Rachel Eady. Oscar Alexander Iliev with first class standing. Elisa Urmarkarian with first class standing. Nori Kane Falk.
Curtis Fisher.
Curtis Fisher. Stephen Thomas Fisher. Jack Christopher Foster. Evan Alexander Hurst Fraser with first class standing.
Lucas Dirk Georges.
Lucas Dirk Georges. Gorgeous. Brady Nealons Glue. Malcolm Noel Mackenzie Govius with first class standing. Brooklyn Groves with first class standing. Natalie Therese Hamill with first class standing. Ivan Stefan Harhai. Matthew Xavier Enrique. Colin Gordon Hornibrook with first class standing. Okay. Connor Chad Humphrey with first class standing. Mahmoud Hussein with first class standing.
Giorgio Nicholas Iwanu.
Giorgio Nicholas Iwanu. Carson Jeffrey Johnston. Alex Schubert with first class standing. Daniel Hutch Kalfas. Okay. Noah Joseph Canorti. Joshua Nicholas Latham. Cameron Alexander Lattimore with first class standing. Griffin Michael Lewicki. Cameron Dyson Lobsinger with first class standing. Roman Lopouche with first class standing. Stephen John McDonald. Marianne Nerhe Macaria.
Ariane Sai Martin.
Ariane Sai Madan. Michael Nicholas Mansfield. Brennan James Marshashow with first class standing. Luke Francesco George Mariano. Lucas Jock Mastromati. Kyle James Matthews. Chandler Michael McFall with first class standing. Benjamin McIntyre with first class standing. Seth Duncan McMahon with first class standing. Bijan Morali with first class standing. Parker Alexander Makuchi.
Last name is Milan.
Lucas Edmund Milan. James Patrick Morris. Claudia Rachel Murphy with first class standing. Asia Isabel Navalta. Michael Nespolo with first class standing. Liam Eric Nordhall Nielsen with first class standing. Patrick James Novak. Jimmy David Olasaji. William Joseph Ord with first class standing. Connor Neal Charles O'Sullivan. Nicholas Royco Palladino. Cameron James Palmer. Ethan Paxton. Evan Kenneth Pike with first class standing. Lord Ashley Ochoa Pratt with first class standing. Melanie Pruill with first class standing. David Polverin Mesa.
Matthew Elio Ricci.
Matthew Elio Ricci. Brennan William Royce Richardson with first class standing. Marlon Rohoman. Noah Matthew Round. Nolan McCullum Russell with first class standing. Murad Rizan Saeed. Joseph Richard Sage with first class standing. William Eugene Shepins with first class standing. Adam Seftel. Carter Charles Seguin. Julian Jared Serpa. Robert Gordon Sharp. Jesse Schreier with first class standing. Adib Siddiqui. Nicole Georgina Stas. Luke Anthony Tangay. Alexander Luca Tedesco. Jacob William Tucker. Trevor Wakayama with first class standing. Benjamin Carter Wazalina. Melissa Kim Webster with first class standing. Adam Mendel Walkenmart with first class standing. Ethan William Wong. Logan James Zarebny. Go ahead. Okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. Gordon Ryan Bouchard. Yeah. Cheyenne Cote. Liam Michael Edward Gilpin. Adriano Armando Justo. Matthew Ryan Kostelik. Aiden Kevin McCarthy.
Madam Chancellor, whereas certain candidates who have successfully completed the course of studies prescribed by Senate are absent from this convocation for just cause, I request that you confer upon them their degrees and certificates in absentia.
I admit them to their various degrees and certificates in absentia.
Good afternoon, Madam Chancellor, Dr. Wells, members of the Platform Party, and of course, our graduates and their families and friends. As a member of the Brock University Alumni Association and an alumna myself, 2009 BA Communications, I am honored to be here today to congratulate each of you on receiving your degree this afternoon. You are all officially Brock alumni now, but what does it mean to be a part of our community? It means that today you join a community of more than 115,000 graduates who are willing to connect with you, work with you, mentor you, and advocate for you in your personal growth and professional development. It means the network you've built as a student will continue to grow and evolve as you shape this next chapter in your life. When you leave campus today, remember that the value of your degree is a reflection of the personal and professional successes of all of us. As alumni, it is our collective responsibility and privilege to make a positive mark on the world in our own unique ways. Every success, no matter how big or small, contributes to the reputation of the university and in turn makes an impact on the value of every single Brock University degree. Not just those in the gymnasium right now, but every degree that came before you and every degree that will come long after you've left. As you start this new chapter in your lives, see yourselves as ambassadors of your university. Share your Brock experience with others and be sure to share that journey with us. We want to know what you've been up to. So please keep in touch, share your email, follow us on social media, attend events, or drop by your alumni office when you're on campus to say hello. The Alumni Association is honored to welcome you today and every day hereafter. I invite you all to join us in the Rankin Family Pavilion at the base of the tower after today's ceremony, where you can get your first taste of being a member of the Brock University alumni community. But before we do that, I'd like to ask each and every Brock University grad in the room to stand. New graduates, parents, friends, faculty, and staff, if you are a Brock grad, please stand up if you are able. Amazing. Class of 2022, this is your alumni family. Congratulations and welcome to the Brock University Alumni Association. You may all be seated.
Home stretch now. Ooh, there's a platform here and I'm too tall for it, but I'll do my best. Here we go. Today, you have participated in celebrating the graduation of our students, our alumni. Each of our graduates has studied hard and completed the degree requirements here at Brock University. These achievements have been supported by the dedication of our faculty and staff, contribution of our alumni and donors, supportive governance by our Board of Trustees and Senate members, and engagement of community and institutional partners. You've attended today's ceremony, but I know that you've done much more. You've supported, assisted, and guided many of the students graduating today, and their success is also your success. You have succeeded in contributing to the academic and professional accomplishments of our graduates before you. Together, we have helped to achieve the dreams of those who assisted in establishing this university in 1964. Together, we have supported post-secondary education in the Niagara region. Although today's graduation ceremony is about our students, it illustrates what we can achieve together as members of the broader Brock University community. Our students, our graduates today have become alumni members of this community, and I look forward to their involvement and contributions to the vitality of the university in the future. Once again, I extend my sincerest congratulations to each of you graduates here today. We will now conclude with the singing of O Canada, led by Brock alumna Jennifer McKillop. When our national anthem is finished, will all family and friends please remain seated until the graduates and platform party have left the hall. Graduates, please exit towards the athletic fields. Families, out the main gym doors through which you came. From there, I invite you to explore the campus, stop by Alumni Alley, and explore the photo trail. If you need to return your gown and receive your diploma immediately, turn left as you exit and return to the gowning in the Bob Davis Gym. At this time, please rise and join us in the singing of O Canada.
True patriot love in all of us combined. With glowing hearts we see thee was the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
I declare this convocation dismissed.